What's going on, y'all? Apparently, Hasan Piker has been wilding out and refuses to just take accountability. Nasty work. Let's see this video from the More Pegasus channel. See what happened in these YouTube streets.
Welcome back to a series so tone deaf. Even Hasan's 5-star hotel subscribed. In today's video, Hasan is melting down trying to defend himself after his disastrous trip to Cuba. He's back in America trying to justify his out-of-touch clips like sipping espresso while talking about Cubans suffering a blackout. He intentionally misunderstands all the criticism and gets triggered when people point out his $1,500 glasses. He's tripling down on his lie that the US government forced him to stay in 5-star hotels while accidentally admitting the opposite in the same sentence.
There you go. Knew it. Knew he was going to do that. Knew it. Because we knew he was lying. Instead of just taking accountability, hey guys, I was in Cuba living it up. I didn't care about the people. I wanted to go to a concert and to a 5-star hotel. You don't try to make it like seem like it's the government's fault.
Yikes. Asman responds calling him out for never practicing his socialist values and lying about his secret charity work. Hasan is baffled why everybody hates him, including liberals, right-wingers, and everyone in between. He's gone back to basics, openly supporting terrorists again. Gaming warlord XQC has set a new record in the new dog shocking game of the year. Hasan is thirsting after a 53-year-old trans person? You cannot make this shit up. The situation gets awkward real quick.
From Orange is the New Black? Oh, that's crazy. Hasan living a different lifestyle. I'm not judging nobody. Live your life. I'm not telling you who to be with, who to love. That's not what I'm talking about. But the joint from Orange is the New Black is crazy. He's like, listen, I was a fan. I don't care how many years ago it came out. I need that in my life.
And Hasan might be dating them? Right. Subscribe or you got a 1v1 Hasan in a lying competition. Your dog. He's a professional. Let's up those numbers! Now let's begin. Right, so Hasan has returned to America after his insane grift in Cuba, and he's desperately trying to address all of the backlash. Now, last time we saw that Cubans were canceling Hasan for being a complete out-of-touch grifter, staying in 5-star hotels, wearing expensive clothes, while Cubans were suffering a blackout and potentially died in hospitals.
I've watched videos of you people in your fucking air-conditioned hotel, the only one with lights on, matter of fact, while the rest of the block is dark, while y'all have a hot shower and all that shit. None of you have went out in the real communities and intermingled with the dissidents of Cuba.
Now, turns out there was also another clip going viral of Hasan calmly sipping his espresso like a comic book villain right after talking about how Cubans didn't have electricity outside his 5-star hotel. So he responded. Hasan addresses the tiny espresso cup, says that it was served at a friend's house and not room service. Oh, I get it now. So Hasan stepped outside his 5-star hotel for 5 minutes and then sip the espresso. Okay, I get it.
But we got to replay that last part.
Experiencing that dichotomy is like definitely me up. Definitely.
You couldn't have done that better if you scripted it. I bet he has a Grey Poupon suppository.
Like, I don't understand.
That ass with the pinky up. Pinky looked like it wanted to go up a little bit. He's in there. You're drinking it like a fancy person. That's funny as hell.
I'm literally not even in the hotel here, for the record. I'm at a friend's house. Okay. This was a local's home that I'm in. Okay. And not only that, but like, yeah, Ryan Grimm made me a fucking coffee. Are they saying it's because I'm drinking coffee like a gay guy? Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, it's a tiny cup, man. I'm a massive guy. Is a Cuban.
Is that what they say? My bad. I ain't. No, that's what they was saying. I thought they was making fun of him trying to be fancy.
Coffee. What the f***'s the problem?
Dude, for the love of God, why does this guy constantly pretend that he has no idea what is actually being said? The issue is not that you look gay, bro. The problem is obviously the optics of the clip. You look like a comic book cartoon villain, a rich, evil sociopath sipping his espresso as the people around you suffer. In that very clip, you were talking about oppression and the dichotomy of how insane it is that your hotel is one of the only places on the island with power, a backup generator. Meanwhile, hospitals are in the dark, Cubans outside are suffering, and then you just sip that shit. It just looks weird as fuck. And obviously, the whole situation is just comical, right? It's kind of like your outfit as well. Nobody cares that you wear expensive clothes. Everybody already knows that you're rich millionaire Hasan Piker. It's the fact that you're doing it in fucking Cuba, where you're going on a humanitarian mission, but instead you're flexing on poor people with your expensive clothes while still portraying yourself as a man.
When did Denzel take that picture? Yo. More Pegasus memes and pictures in his videos be hilarious, bro. Shout outs to his editor. I need to get me an editor on that type of time, you know what I mean? Eventually.
Man of the people. Also, absolutely wonderful defense. He really addressed the heart of the clip there. He says that he wasn't in the 5-star hotel when he was sipping his espresso, guys. He actually left for 5 minutes. Wow. Congratulations, man. That really completely changes the context of the clip. Hasan is totally vindicated, guys. Right, so then he starts getting triggered because somebody mentioned his $1,500 glasses.
This reminds me of enjoy your fancy burger, Mr. President. Yeah.
Story up his butthole. By the way, his glasses cost $1,400.
Yeah, broke boy. What's up? Yeah, I got swag, bitch. What are you going to do about it? Suck my
times the average Cuban salary and 4 times what I pay my right.
Dumbass.
Why does Hasan always got to get sexual? This is weird. That's like his go-to, no matter who he talking about. This dude is a weirdo.
Anything that you wear is going to be like 3 times the average Cuban salary. It's a very poor island. We've kept it poor. That's the point.
Hasan, you know that other glasses actually exist, right? I mean, this guy's talking like somebody held a gun to his head saying, you better wear $1,500 glasses to Cuba. Like, Hasan, your shirt doesn't have to be $700 fucking dollars as you're distributing $1 bills to the Cubans, peppering them with wads of cash, as you say. These are choices that you actively made because you want to flex in front of poor people. You want to be flexing all the time, 24/7, because that is your brand. Because deep down, that is who you are as a person, a deeply insecure man, right? And the courteous thing to do is to actually dress down. For once in your goddamn life. Okay, sure. In Hollywood, in your $3 million mansion, you always wear designer clothes. You have a designer dog. You have designer everything. You got the Gucci bags. We get it, Hasan.
Yeah,
you have expensive taste, whatever. That's fine. But at least when you're going on this humanitarian trip and, attempting to help people in poverty, at least fucking dress down for once in your life.
Right. That's what will make more sense. Unless you just there to flex and show off. This dude's a weirdo, bro. Like, just grab a regular t-shirt, some jeans, and just be on your way. I don't care if I do start getting a bunch of money and get rich. If I'm blessed to have that opportunity, I'm gonna dress the same. Except for my Ric Flair robe. I've been saying I'm gonna get one of those. I just want to come in, the Ric Flair robe on, with my coffee in a normal size cup, and do my live streams from time to time. But I'm not going to wear it every time. I'm just going to start it off like that. The robe will come off during the stream somehow.
Right? The fact that you can't even do it for a humanitarian mission is just absolutely insane. I mean, at that point, you might as well just put on some gold chains like that other guy. He's a multimillionaire who LARPs as a socialist. I thought his viewers realized this much. Are they freaking regarded? Yes, but also they're going to respond and they're going to post that one meme going, you're a socialist and you participate in society, even though the context is completely fucking different here. Like,
I've come to realize that a lot of his viewers too don't actually watch him like that. They not watching the 9-hour live stream, so they don't know what he's doing out here. And then he'll tell them that everyone's just hating on him, so they won't even check out the people that's calling him out. So there's a lot of people that are not aware of how bat-ish crazy Hasan is. We helping people find out, though. That's all I'm saying.
Nobody's forcing him to do the shit. And this is not participating in society, all right? None of us are wearing fucking $700 shirts. I literally don't think I've ever had a shirt more than maybe like $50 max. And like usually I go for like $10-20 or something, right? And I don't even know where the fuck you get $1,500 glass.
50 is expensive to me. That's kind of high in the price range, brother. I used to be still in thrift shop king. When that song came out by Macklemore, he was singing it for me. Now, how hype he was in the hood with that. Now, that's what I do. I go to the thrift shop. And I'm going to do laundry directly after I buy the stuff, too. But still, you know what I mean? I'm going to, you know, get my deal, my bargains. I ain't too bougie. I ain't bougie at all. But $50 is kind of steep for a shirt. Like, my comic book shirts don't cost that much. Unless I get like a custom anime, and that's still like maybe 50 at that.
Or whatever all this other shit he's gone on. Oh, so now he's not even at the hotel.
Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing?
Now, when 30 seconds before he says that we're only allowed to stay in 5-star hotels. Oh, no, you don't understand. The U.S. government forced him to wear a $5,000 outfit. So he went to some dude's place where he made him coffee. Why are you gay? Okay, maybe some people are calling you gay, Hasan. Maybe that is an issue. Right, so then Hasan tries to triple down on his 5-star hotel story, saying that he was forced to stay there, and then accidentally admits that he wasn't forced.
They have to stay in what they've declared as 5-star hotels. In comparison,
Now, nothing he said is true.
that's insane. I love that. In most instances, it just doesn't even matter. Like what the words that are coming out of my mouth doesn't matter at all, right? Everything I said is correct. Everything I said is true. They'll just simply say, "Oh, you could stay at an Airbnb." How are you going to put 600 people in an Airbnb when the island doesn't even have a reliable energy grid? There aren't 600.
So they didn't say that you had to stay at a 5-star hotel? So you could have got just an Airbnb for yourself? There was other options than the 5-star hotels, what you're saying. Wow. Crazy. You said, I'm poor, I wait for sales, just bought leggings for 50 cents a pair at Wally World. That's gangster. I wish they sold anything that I wear for 50 cents. What? If they were selling socks for 50 cents, I would have lost my mind in there. I would have got socks like crazy. Shirts, anything. Please, let me catch a 50-cent deal. I'm about to start going to Wally World myself. They don't have that many of them where I'm at.
Different Airbnbs that you can assign for 600 people that are coming from all around the world. There aren't that many Airbnbs. It's so stupid.
Hasan, you absolute colossal regard. They're not talking about the 600 people or the 600 commies. They're talking about you, dumbass. You're one person. You just admitted that you can stay in different accommodation, but because you want to buddy with your fellow commies, you chose the 5-star hotel. It's literally a choice. The government did not force you. He unironically goes, oh, how are you going to fit 600 people in Airbnbs? Then maybe you shouldn't go there. Maybe you shouldn't go there and consume even more of the limited resources. You stupid mother flipper. Bro, it's insane this guy has an audience. Openly lies over and over and over again. He says it's the objective truth while lying. You cannot get more ridiculous, bro. It is pathological. Lying is OP.
Lying is OP, as I say all the time.
Right, so Asman responds, calling him out, talking about how he never practices his supposed socialist values. Aspen comments on the Hasan wardrobe in Cuba drama, says it looks bad to the average person, and he has doubts on Piker's rumored silent charitable donations. No, 99% of Hasan's charity is behind the scenes. You'll never see it, guys.
I don't think this hat is actually.
I think it just looks really bad whenever you pretend to, or you say that you're a socialist, or you say that you care about all of these, like, you know, workers' rights and everything, and then you're walking around in luxury material and luxury goods. It's really not that complicated. It just looks really bad whenever somebody's saying that, you know, like, oh, I care so much about poor people, and they're driving around in a Porsche. It just looks.
That's facts. I've met a lot of socialists in my lifetime. And they weren't living like that. The ones that were really about that got me feeling like socialism's like feminism right now. The old school ones is making sense to some degree. But yeah, fam, it's a fraud. Hasan is a straight fraud. You cannot lie about that. What kind of socialists getting mansions and paying thousands of dollars for their outfits, but then giving out dollar bills to the poor? He's just making it rain dollar bills on the poor. Like, hey, this is nothing. I mean, throw this at you. Let me throw a concert where we all could party, and I don't help you in any way. And that's what Hasan did.
Bad. Like, I don't know, really. I don't think it's that much more complicated. It's like a messaging problem.
Works on the fucking hogs too.
Well, of course it does, because it's the
Walmart.
blatant. Here's.
I wish I had a Walmart near me. What? When I lived down south, I was loving that. Walmart was the spot. Definitely could catch a deal in there for sure.
The reason why it's so effective. Why do you have these values if you don't actually practice the values? Why do you care about, you know, people being paid a livable wage and everything like this, and you care about the underclass of people whenever you're living in luxury? That's it. I mean, it just like, I mean, okay. And I know that you can rationalize this. I know you can rationalize it. I know you can explain it. But the gut reaction that the average person is going to have is, what the is this?
Better off
also,
than the average.
Brace so dirty.
Well, this is not being better off. Like, what are we talking about? This is like being better off. You're wearing luxury designer clothes that only rich people and celebrities wear. I mean, this is not like, okay, I have a nice car and I have a nice house. Like, this is a $1,200 like glasses, like a $600-700 shirt. I mean, I feel like there's a bit of a difference here, right? I mean, that's huge.
Never ask Hasan Piker to take off his $1,500 glasses. Never do it. Worst mistake of my life. He will totally lose his mind and get triggered at you. 99.99% impossible challenge. Hasan Piker, wear an outfit less than $5,000. Impossible. He will spontaneously combust before he completes the challenge. Dude, I don't understand why Hasan does this. Like, he constantly gets himself in all these controversies because he's so desperate to virtue signal to people. It's so easy. It's so easy to just say, hey guys, that was wrong. I'm sorry. I was out of touch. You know, I probably shouldn't have wore such an expensive outfit while doing this like poverty tour or whatever. Next time I'll wear some normal fucking clothes, right? That aren't $1 billion. But no, instead of admitting he's wrong, he just doubles down, triples down, loses it, just never can he admit he's wrong. And then ironically, he'll say, I always admit when I'm wrong, right? It's just insane. He just has to justify everything because he made it up in his narcissist head, and Hasan can never be wrong. Anyways, remember last time Hasan was saying that
he says Cindy never went to Walmart. Has never been to a Walmart. Well, she from where I'm from, right? So yeah, that makes sense. I'm telling you, they don't have them. They don't have them over here. So that's not a shock. The only time I can remember going was when I lived down south. But that's still crazy. That's wow. They should make more of them joints over here.
You know, 99% of the charity work he does, nobody will ever know because he obviously hides it. He does it behind the scenes. Hasan is such
I'm over here sounding like I'm doing a commercial.
a great guy that
That's
99% of everything good he does, he just hides it, right? I don't even think like the nicest person in the entire world would actually do that. So fucking Hasan is never doing that, you know? People obviously want like some level of
Hey, what's up, Holla Girl? How are you?
recognition, especially some fucking narcissist sociopath who streams 10 hours a day for the last decade of his life.
Signifier himself said that none of us are ever going to know about 99% of the instances of you putting your money where your mouth is, nor should we. Yeah, you will never know. Well, hopefully you will never know. Okay, let's.
The problem is that you'll never know because it didn't happen, right? That was what happened with like the, helping out those people that got in the lawsuit because of you, watching that video. So I think that that's another issue. And also maybe you should tell them, right, if you're donating money, because the problem is that when you see a person that's like effectively, this is the way that I think
You said, how am I doing? Are you feeling better? Yeah, I'm feeling way better. Way better. I definitely had to have the flu or something, but I'm feeling better. My allergies is still whipping me out, but that's normal. Right? The allergies whipping me. That's a normal day-to-day thing. But I feel way better, especially compared to last week. Thank you. You guys have been checking on me, and I appreciate the heck out of that. Real talk.
average person
I'll be reading the comments, man. You guys been killing it.
sees Hasan. They see a person who lives with all the privileges and luxuries of American capitalism, first world Western values, and then he builds a career off of criticizing the same things that he's been basically a massive beneficiary of. And you can
Hasan is a capitalist. There's no way you could tell me otherwise. Right? I know capitalism when I see it.
rationalize and explain why this is not controversial or why it's not hypocritical, but from a very basic.
So you was praying for me? Well, thank you. I appreciate the heck out of that. Real talk. That means a lot to me.
Level, from a very just kind of simple level, it seems extremely controversial hypocritical, excuse me. So it's just weird, man. And some humans should trigger the gag reflex, not a good kind. Yeah, I think that's definitely true. What? And they see something like that and it's just off-putting to them. It's massively off-putting. And I think that's reflex? The real reason why people feel that way more than anything else.
No, according to Hasan, normies just love him, right? He's just the greatest guy ever, Surely the first thing that pops up when you search up Hasan isn't him shocking his dog. Surely it's not him supporting terrorists. Surely the average normie person just loves Hasan Piker when they have a gun to their head. Also about the donations, right? My girlfriend just goes to another school, guys. You just don't know her. You don't know her. She's real. Trust me.
That's a joint they used to say in elementary, or I got a girl. She just stayed by my grandma's house. My girlfriend lives by my grandma. Niggas was lying through their teeth. Had no dang girlfriend.
9% of the time, she's just invisible, actually. And I can't get over the fact that he says that hopefully you will never know where I donate or the good things I do. So what the fuck does that even mean? In my opinion, right? That can only mean one or two things, that he's donating to bad things. Right? Why would you not want people to know unless you're doing something horribly bad, supporting terrorist orgs, which you've known to do before, right? Because usually people would want the general public to know, how charitable they are, especially a massive narcissist such as yourself. Hasan wants to be a relatable streamer for average people and a Hollywood celebrity for the elites, but it's not going to happen. Average people will continue to shit on him, and he will keep buying puff piece articles on the media to appeal to the elites. Yeah, that's the thing. Hasan really wants it both ways. He wants to attend the Oscar party with a bunch of billionaires and celebrities and business tycoons and, stand alongside them while being this man of the people, right? People are just not going to buy it at that point. The best part was these wealthy Nepo kids LARPing as communists. We're throwing food at the poor like they were zoo animals. That's all it was. A poverty safari for wealthy Nepo kids is actually disgusting, man. Moving on to Hasan trying to pretend he's more popular than Asmongold again.
Hey, what's up, Medium? You said, what's the crap? Wait, what you talking about? How you doing, Medium?
And just denying objective reality. I mean, the levels of copium, dude.
Hasan is more popular than Asmongold. That's why. I mean, I think it's fair to say that he has a lot of European fans in general. I mean, the majority of his fans are European. And it's fair to assume that he doesn't have as much real world motion, I guess, for his ideology, for the things that he says. I mean, his numbers look great on YouTube. That's undeniable.
What?
But I don't think he has like any real world motion whatsoever.
Of course, his numbers look great on YouTube, but he has no real world motion. Hasan, what the fuck do you think the numbers are, dumbass? Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
admit
crazy.
it's not bots, so what are you smoking? Hasan unironically goes, yeah, he might have 10 times more views than me on every single video, but I, Hasan, am actually more popular. I have more real world motion. You see, the Cubans love me. Oh wait, you were just complaining about how literally everybody hates you. I mean, just because you go to a bunch of extremely woke, like, college campuses and think that, there's a bunch of people in this crowd, therefore I'm extremely popular. Like, first off, it's an event specifically for you. Obviously, your fans are going to attend that. Second off, you have no idea what would happen if Asman went to one of these places. It just so happens that he doesn't like doing that, but just based on the online numbers, it's pretty obvious that he would absolutely destroy you. I mean, you couldn't even go to fucking China without encountering Asmongold or XQC fans. Obviously, they are way more popular. At least in the general sense, outside of your dogshit politics, right? I'm sure in some like echo chambers or extremely radical left sectors of New York City, in particular the sewers, of course, the radioactive rats love Hasan. Also, he keeps bringing up this European fan thing. I guess, yeah, he might.
You said that's what the. Oh, let me put on it. What's the Craig in Ireland means? What's the story? What's new? Oh, okay. That's like how Jamaicans say wagwan. It's like that. I don't know why I know that.
have more European fans, but I'm fairly certain he has more American fans as well. So then he reads one of his chat messages going, they've never met an Asmongold fan. I mean, of course, it's a fucking Hasan fan, right?
Yeah, the somewhat normies 22 to 35-year-olds who come to my bar have mentioned you or have heard of you, but I never in my life ever heard someone name check Asmongold. Isn't Asmon viewers split by country the same as yours? No. My name is hasanabi hater. Please unban. Kaya Patriot 1776.
Yep, sounds about right. Classic butthurt fake laugh. Diddy Piker Bingo would go crazy. But of course, they've not met an Asmon fan. They're in an ultimate echo chamber. I mean, I told you guys before as well, I used to have friends who were Hasan fans as well. And then they got converted with the Legendary series in like their own shit as well. They grew some brain cells. So congratulations for them to leave the cult as well. But I'm not going to pretend like Hasan has no influence or that he has no fans. Obviously, they exist. But yeah, Hasan is really in like this delusional fantasy land, this whole power struggle. He desperately wants to be the breadwinner in his relationship with Asmongold, but it's never going to happen. He's going to be the submissive queen. And it was moving on to Hasan trying to figure out why he's getting canceled. And this is such an insight into the mind of a narcissist.
I do have a tendency to bring out the worst in people. Like ultras hate it. It's very weird, very strange. Like ultras get mad, liberals get mad, right-wingers get mad. It's like a lightning rod for some of the most like deeply unwell people. It's very, very frustrating. It's very strange. But in any case, one of the things that I'm going to say is that I think a lot of people just simply don't do things, right? So when they see someone doing things, it triggers something in their minds where they go, well, I'm not doing anything. And that makes me feel somewhat like maybe a little immoral that I'm not doing anything. So I have to find a way to disparage people who are trying to do their best, right? And I think that's a lot of like the anger and resentment, even from like a totally non-ideological standpoint, comes from precisely that.
Yes, guys, it's strange. It's really strange. Just everybody hates me. Liberals, right-wingers, apolitical people, my friends, my family, my dog. I don't understand why everyone hates me, guys. I feel like the entire world is crazy. I'm like the only good person in the world. I'm the only one doing good things in the world, guys. That's unironically his thought process. That is like the Hasan Piker mind, bro. What a fucking clown and a narcissist, bro. Maybe there's a reason why people don't like you, Hasan. And don't worry, Hasan has figured out that reason. It's because everybody's jealous. Everybody's just jealous of him, the great Hasan Piker. And in order to seem relatable, he gives an example of how he's also jealous of people. And it doesn't mean you should lose your shit or whatever. And just look at the example he gives.
I'll even recognize my own personal jealousy when someone gets to do something that I wanted to do, even if I don't agree with their worldview, even if I think they're cynical, even if I think they're grifters. Like one of the examples I'll give you is like Jackson Hinkle, right? Not the biggest fan of him, but I think it was beast mode that he got to speak in Sanaa in front of, you know, tens of thousands of Yemeni people, right? Like that's objectively a cool thing that he did, right? Like it's something that I wish I could do. I'm not going to sit here and be like, fuck him, like he's doing, you know.
Right. So I didn't even know that happened, but let me just read that headline.
He's not even talking about jealousy. That's that would be envy that he's speaking on.
Pro-Houthi speech. Now, the Houthis are terrorists, right? So Hasan just went, I wish I could have given that speech. I was so jealous. Hasan Piker actually wanted to give the pro-terrorist speech. Bro.
That's crazy. Yo, Hasan is a nutcase. How you just admit that?
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
What the fuck? You're never beating the allegations. You're never beating them. Every week he reiterates his terrorist support. It's crazy. Dude, I was expecting him to say something like, oh, I'm jealous of Asmongold's viewership. You know, I'm not afraid to admit it. You know, I might disagree with him, but I'm jealous of him, you know? But no, instead he gives the example of not being able to give a pro-terrorist speech. You are insane, man. Moving on to gaming warlord XQC attempting to save Kaya from the wrath of Hasan's shock collar. XQC gets the record in the Halalabi Dog Simulator minigame on Content King.
Okay, I mean, I'll buy a game then.
That's crazy.
Kaya, sit the fuck down.
What?
The fact that this is a mini game is wild, yo. Yo, that's crazy. Insane.
Kaya, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
What? Okay, that's actually crazy. Come on, chat. I only need 30 more score. Beat the record.
It's over.
Stupid fucking mutt.
It looked like a fun game to play, though.
Kaya, it's only 500 volts. You're being such a baby. How many times do I have to fucking tell you, Kaya?
Bang!
Now that is game of the year right there. 10 out of 10 IGN. Hasan would not be able to get past a score of 1 because the incessant need to shock his dog.
He'd be shocking him, yeah. Yo, that's crazy. He was doing pretty good. You said, how do you go on Twitch? I don't really even stream on Twitch anymore. Not like I used to, or any other streaming platform. But you would just go on from your phone, get the app, you get the Twitch app. From your web browser, I think you just go to twitch.com or something. What is it? Is it twitch.com? Twitch.tv. See, I was wrong.
Will prevent him from doing so. As we all know, Hasan literally caused Cuba.
I don't be streaming on there. Honestly, not like I used to. And even when I did, it was like the second, I guess you could say, option. More people would rather watch me on YouTube. So I kind of just like stopped focusing and came to streaming on there. I don't know. I might do it again eventually, start streaming on multiple platforms at once. But if you're asking, is it worth it? Like, is the content better? It depends on who you're trying to watch, right? And who you're looking forward to see. Some people, they choose to stream on a different platform and then post the clips and content from those streams onto YouTube, because live streams and the way the algorithm works, just in general, it's best not to mix whatever type of content you do. Like for me, majority of my supporters on all channels prefer normal videos. There's a small batch that just rock with me and they like live streams, so they come and hang out. But majority, right, they rather watch videos. And when you're live streaming onto a channel that's more predominantly known or has a more of a base for video watchers, it can mess your algorithm up. It's the same thing with shorts. If people normally like your videos and then you're posting a bunch of shorts, it's going to mess up the way your videos get sent out. So it's best to like separate things. So a lot of streamers, they would stream on a different platform entirely, like either Twitch or Kick or whatever, and then they'll take the clips and put it. Me, I just take the live stream down, set it to members only. If anybody wants the early exclusive content, they can sign up for that. But they're going to get the clips and edited content no matter what, because that's what my YouTube is predominantly known for. But yeah, that's how a lot of channels and streamers, they think about it.
Was blackout from shocking his dog repeatedly, using too much power. Holy Hasan, how could you do this? You just know that in the 5 minutes of playtime that Kaya actually...
Y'all don't rock with Twitch? Can't blame you. Personally, I don't like the growth on there. Like whatever following I have on there is because I just kept telling people, hey, check me out on Twitch. They don't really promote you unless you're already the top of the top. They have something within their algorithm called the Kingmaker system, where it only promotes people that's like the top of the top. You would have to stream at odd hours or for long periods of time to get like even 1 or 2 new viewers that never seen you before, because Twitch would promote whoever's the biggest streamer into people's faces nonstop.
He gets. She's logging on and she's playing this game. She dreams of being free, dreams of avoiding the shock collar. One day, from the fridge to the TV, Kaya will be free. If Hasan really is a gamer, he has to beat XQC's record. He stands no chance. Effing diabolical. Holy. Moving on to Hasan thirsting after a 53-year-old. Taylor Lorenz is gooning to this as we speak. Hasan had Laverne Cox on his podcast and was shocked to learn that she's 53.
I know that Hasan is someone everyone wants.
Okay, this can't get back to her, but she's so fucking hot. It's crazy. Anyway, and when I found out that she's 53 years old, I could not fucking believe it.
But and the man who streams 8 hours a day probably does not have the time.
I didn't know Hasan was into the grills. That's how why do I know that? I watch a lot of TV. The grills with like a W damn near in the middle. People from the trans community. I didn't know he was, that was his style. I don't even care. I don't care at all. Why is he thirsting publicly on his live stream now like that? Is insane. Also, I don't care about the age either. Because that got nothing to do with me. Stop making it people's business. Hasan, you need to relax.
Attention that I need. But I would.
Yes, bro. Yes. She's here, bro. No, she left. She just left the house, so I can say it.
Hey,
isn't that crazy? No, that's like on a different level, bro. That is like unfucking believable. I thought she was like my age. I thought she was my age, bro. I thought she was like maybe not even older than me. I thought she could be my age or younger.
I mean, to be honest, you're kind of getting up there, buddy, at least looks-wise, all right? I'd say you're closer to 53 than 35. It's time to up those chemicals, Hasan. It's not going too well. Also, really, Hasan, this is a new level of pathetic. She's so hot, guys. This 53-year-old is just so hot because she glazed me or...
He says she's fine for 53, but she's 53 and he's nearing 40. Whatever. Whatever floats their boat. I'm not really somebody that's into like, well, let me not say into, I'm not someone who cares necessarily about how old each individual person is, as long as they are all legal and then there ain't no kind of EDP-ish going on. I don't care. Right? Somebody could date someone that's 90. Whatever. If that's what they like, who cares?
is like a fan of mine. Listen, I gotta say, Hasan's type is absolutely crazy. Okay, I mean, he has no standards whatsoever. I mean, this is coming from the guy who dates prawn stars who actively cuck him and sleep with other men. Right? Literally bottom of the barrel shit. iDubbbz type.
That's crazy. It's called surgery. That's probably why I guess they're saying they might look. I don't know. I didn't know that they had surgery. It's not for me. I wasn't even looking at them like that. Good actor though. A good actress. They did a great job on Orange Is the New Black. But I haven't watched anything else with them. He said, I mean, I'm 23 and it'll be weird as F. That is up to you. I feel you, I guess. But that's more so whatever you feel like, which is your right.
Shit. You just can't expect much from Diddy Piker here.
That's what I'm saying.
Dating a porn star, like, did you care that she was...
rewind that back. When it comes to whatever someone else is into, I don't give a damn. It's just like, I've been like that my whole life. I don't care. It is what it is.
Expect much.
You like dating older people? Whatever.
From Diddy Piker here.
Dating a porn star, like, did you care that she was fucking other guys for work? You know,
She had sex with one dude through the entire process for work, and I didn't care.
Why not? You just didn't care.
Because it was open.
But seriously, dude, going after 53-year-olds? God damn, dude. He's really giving like the cougars in his audience a chance. Like, Jennifer Welsh is gonna act up now. She's gonna be like, wait a minute, that's my age group. I got a chance here. Also, I think this is a trans person, and I think that's also the reason why Hasan is
like, I'm sure there's some woman in Hollywood that's fine as hell that's older that I'll be like, maybe. Can I think of one off the... No. How old is Topanga from Boy Meets World? How old is the actress playing her? Damn, nah, she ain't no 50. It might be none. There gotta be somebody. I'm trying to think of childhood crushes. I don't know. It might not be. I seen Pamela Anderson recently. I'm cool. I would pass. No, thank you. Yeah, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool on Pam. I'm cool on Pam. Not really my swag. Okay, so maybe I'm proving my argument wrong. Which is, it's not really even an argument. It's more so I don't give a damn. But I don't see any older actresses that I'm like, ooh, that's fine. Like, I don't, man, nah. It gotta be somebody, right? No? Okay.
Bursting after them, being like, oh my God.
Yo, not me literally debunking that. Like, yeah, nah, it's not nasty. Let me look. Okay, no, there's no one that I wouldn't say that's nasty for. All right.
I love LGBT. They're so hot, like, you know, fetishizing them or whatever, while also simultaneously supporting Hezbollah, of course, you know, trans people, Hezbollah, get along very great. Great job, man. Great job. This is like max level virtue signaling, by the way. Hasan about to be sleeping with 53-year-olds now. By the way, this is Hasan's chat. She is Unk. She's so beautiful. Dr. Jihad hunting cougars. Oh.
What's Xena looking like these days? All right, never mind. Never mind. See, now I'm just reaching. What is he? What Lucy Lawless looking like these days, nigga? Okay, no. My bad. That's funny to me that I literally debunked my point. Okay, so maybe I might agree with you guys.
My God. Hasan, this is your own chat, by the way. Okay, she looks incredible.
Hold on, you said Jennifer Aniston? What's the last movie I seen Jennifer Aniston in? Jennifer Aniston. I ain't see her in some time. Okay, maybe. Yeah, okay, all right. I'm not mad at it. Damn, she work out. She looks in great shape. But okay, yeah, all right. That might be the one. There you go, Jennifer Aniston. Still would have a chance.
Incredible, she's gorgeous.
But I agree with the rest of you. You know what I'm saying? You said if I'm going older, I'm gonna be a sugar baby. That's crazy. What happened? Just having a good time. Why I gotta be about, about the coin? Why I gotta be about the coin? He said, "Ally beast." What you mean? Saying towards him being with chicks, letting them sleep with other. Yeah, that's nasty. Open relationships, yeah, that's not my cup of tea. I think that's pretty wild. So I agree with you there. Not for me. He said my husband is only a month and 2 days younger than me. We are pretty much same age. I don't really care about the age difference as long as the person they are legal age. I agree. I agree with you. That's my opinion. If it's as long as it's legal, I don't give a damn.
Fountain of Youth, Immortal Slay, Don Lemon is 60. Oh, brother. Right, so then he says the reason they're young is because of HRT.
Is witchcraft. Is actually unironically witchcraft.
At least vigorously flirt with them.
Yes, yeah. We're gonna let that happen, and we're gonna
low cut.
Look, please.
Like what's his type?
You. So, dress to impress as you are now.
I'm an actress, so I can, for an evening, I have to ultimately be myself. But of course, I can role play.
Absolutely.
For the right man, but I don't need to do.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, she said black don't crack. Yes, that is part of it. But I think HRT also. Oh my god.
Oh, so now you like black people. Now you want to hear what the black person got to say. And whoa, did he say he's bugging.
No wonder that fucking Brian guy is like steadily dosing himself with estrogen. Cause holy moly, it is crazy, dude.
You're bugging. You're bugging, bro. Come on.
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
It's almost like he's encouraging. You know what? That's a different discussion.
It is crazy. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. I still don't believe it. Like you ever hear something that a person says and you're just like, that's not real. And it just like kind of washes over you a little bit. This is that. Like when she says she was 53, I could not believe it. I still don't believe it.
Right, Hasan. Right. Okay, so Hasan's new girlfriend has been spotted. It's official. They're a couple now. You goddamn weirdo, bro. You're such a creepy old... Like, how are you 35 and already a creepy old man, bro? Like, legitimately, you're making me uncomfortable. I think everybody needs to stay 10 miles away from Hasan at all times. No particular reason. Keep your grandparents away from Hasan. He's gonna start gooning to them. Hasan pretending to be attracted to this woman is hilarious. It's like when he tried to hang out with black streamers and he code switched to terrible AAVE. If anyone's false for this, go look up his girlfriends. They're all petite. I mean, the only one I sort of know of is the Valkyrie, of course, which apparently didn't work out or whatever. But we all know what okay, this is diabolical. The best part about hooking up with a grandma is she'll bake you cookies after you're done. What is going on? I demand Hasan explain in great detail what aspects about Laverne's appearance he finds hot and why he hasn't sought out similar company. If that's truly what he thinks, he's obviously virtue signaling, bro. Anyway, so then Laverne meets up with Hasan and then posts a TikTok with him, attempting to flirt with him. And this might be the most awkward, weird shit I've ever seen. And Hasan has to put his money where his mouth is and date her now. Laverne Cox posts a TikTok with Hasan Piker. You said you have a narrow window of attraction, Hasan. Would I fall in that window?
Oh my god, you're
so tall. How tall are you, Hasan?
I'm only 6'4".
I feel so demure standing next to Hasan Piker. My God, he's just so big and strapping, and I just feel so demure at my 5'11". Yeah. So, how is it meeting me, Hasan?
It was incredible.
Yeah.
Hey, freaky.
Now you said you have a very narrow window of attraction. What is that narrow window?
Hold up, it's freaky in here. That they wilding out. Let me see what you guys are saying. Sam, my grandmother is older than my grandfather by 2 weeks. Said too much of an age gap is weird. And Pam, it is what it is. So Jennifer Aniston looks amazing. Nah, she looks great. From what I just looked up, she gotta be working out. So last movie I saw her in, you could see her them things through her shirt, almost damn near see through. That's crazy. Video. Oh snap! What movie was that? I don't think I've seen her in something since it was either Horrible Bosses or some Adam Sandler movie. But be sure to tell me what movie what you talking about. When she was looking 25, what movie was that? Said Jennifer Tilly, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Cameron Diaz look beautiful for their age. I'm gonna agree with one of those. You know, I'm a Buffy fan. I'm glad they kind of canceled the remake too, because they was about to make that woke. I got a feeling. Said he's a chaser. Uh-oh. He's trying to get back into the good graces after he called trans person in chat. Wow, he said that? He called that? I didn't even want to read that out loud. Yeah, I think Sarah Michelle Gellar looks great. So my daughter told me yesterday I look 17. That's gangster. You must have amazing skin. What's your routine? I'm trying to step up my skin routine anyway. I am though, actually. Yeah, I think it's Adam Sandler movie. That's Kratos. Was it what was that movie she was in? Where I think he asked her to like pretend to be his wife or something. Or his ex-wife or something. It was a funny movie though. So Cameron Diaz says she's never getting plastic surgery. She wants to age naturally. That's the best way to do it. Right? Like, 'cause even plastic surgery, when you get older, is going to look crazy. It's going to look nuts. But, well, that's just me. I don't plan on getting no kind of plastic surgery. I be joking with my older brother, like, yo, man, we going to go and get our hairlines back. What's up? They got the procedure. What's good? Just joking just to see what he say. Neither one of us want to do it.
I can't say.
Why? Oh, you could get.
It's inappropriate.
You like, but you like what you like, and we like what we like, you know.
Yeah.
Am I? Would I fall in that window, or am I outside the window? I mean, you can say. You can be honest.
I feel like it's inappropriate. It's inappropriate, but
so I'm probably outside the window.
I wouldn't say. I would not say that.
Okay.
Right.
What kind of nastiness? Yeah, that sounded freaky.
Hasan.
Look, she was shooting her shot. She said, "Hey, you talking all that good stuff? Let's see if it's true."
Right. So Hasan just really loves 53-year-old trans women, right? That's just his type. We all know this. 2 decades older. He just really loves them all. And I think the best part is they love him back, right? Hasan, I suggest a date. I suggest you partner up real quick. You got an absolute catch right there. This is like top 10 virtue signaling moments gone wrong. Bro was like, you're so hot. I absolutely love you. Okay, so date me then. Oh, lovely. Oh, wait. That's inappropriate. No. Right. What happened, Hasan? I thought you were thirsting after this person. How could you? That's it. I'm putting it out out there. If Hasan does not date this person, he is transphobic. He is anti-LGBT. Everybody should cancel him immediately. You need to be in a relationship right now or you're cooked. I mean, Hasan, of course, he is big and strapping, of course. And I don't think it's inappropriate at all. I mean, just ask your biggest fans. 43-year-old cat lady Taylor Lorenz and 53-year-old cat lady Jennifer Welch. They both absolutely approve. They would be more than happy.
He could have been also saying, yo, like, what I want to say is so freaky that it's inappropriate for me to say it on camera. Remember, he the one who was talking about some put a collar on that host at a show. Who was that? Cutie Cinderella? He said that too? Somebody, he was like, I'll put the collar on you. He a freaky person. Okay. Hasan might have just been trying to contain himself in all his excitement in the moment. Like, oh, she's really next to me. He's a nasty freak.
To approve any and all age gap relationships, no personal bias, of course. Right, so then Laverne continues thirsting after him, and Hasan is just sat there awkwardly laughing, thinking about later tonight, right, and the bedroom activities that will potentially be going down. If Hasan actually ends up sleeping with this person, I wouldn't be surprised, because, you know, he's a unique guy. You know, he has unique tastes.
I would not say that.
Okay.
I would not say that.
If people aren't attracted to me, that's fine, because
That's not what I'm not saying that at all, as a matter of fact.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So there's still a chance. So what Hasan is saying is that that's private. That's none of your fucking business.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's what I'm saying.
I respect that. I actually like a man who's discreet. That's part of what I look for in a man, because I don't want somebody putting all my business out, you know, on Front Street, you know? Yeah.
Nah, he do
So
look
that's very good, Hasan. Discretion is very good. Yeah.
Okay.
Do we look cute together?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the public says.
Oh my gosh.
Austin is running.
No, Hasan, don't get distracted. Come on. Give her your full attention, Hasan. What the fuck? This is a match made in heaven. I approve.
You asked for it, brother.
I approve. Get married immediately. Let's put a poll below. Is this the greatest couple of all time? Do we support the marriage in holy matrimony or whatever the fuck? I say get it on immediately. Hasan really supports LGBT guys. I will only believe him if he pursues this relationship. If not, he's a phony, he's a fraud, he's a transphobic bigot, and an absolute liar. You know, they should vacation in one of Hasan's favorite places, maybe Iran. You know, Hasan was being played for propaganda by the regime, you know. Maybe they can connect him with some of his best buddies, maybe Hezbollah. He does love Hezbollah. His favorite flag, of course.
Let's talk about our favorite flags.
Oh, like overall, what my favorite flag?
Yeah.
Hezbollah. Look it up.
Oh.
By the way, Iran is actually weirdly very pro-trans. A lot of cultures are actually very pro-trans, way more than the United States of America.
People responded, did I just watch someone get S-aid? Hasan is puking in his mouth. Way too old for Hasan. Old enough to count, old enough to mount. This is way past Hasan's age range. Girl, he hates trans people. He just uses y'all for clicks. No, he just called them a cancer. Play it.
My issue as a trans person is the fact that you, a guy that isn't super well versed on trans shit, brought on a known transphobe knowing he might bring up, you are fucking cancer, okay? Damn. You are cancer in this community, and you're cancer in every community. Suck my dick.
Man, I feel so bad for Hasan. Even if he did find the love of his life, he would have to be so freaking careful about making sure no one caught wind of it.
Well, I was about to say, the way that ended, maybe he really was attracted to them the whole time. You hear what he said? My bad. I'm just saying how that clip ended was with an invitation.
There's so many psychotic people out there who'd want to attack whoever he would be with. Yes, of course. Laverne Cox is the love of his life. I agree. I don't dispute it in the slightest. Hasan should get married immediately. I think they would be a great couple together. They're the love of his life. Yes. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is better than anything I could have ever anticipated. I'm kind of shipping these two. Okay, me too. They genuinely look good. I agree. They're the best couple ever. He dodged like Neo dodging bullets in the Matrix. This is so cute. I'm catching contact shyness from Hasan. Oh my God, it's so cute. Never in my wildest dreams would I ever imagine that Hasan would be put in this fucking situation. I mean, the consequences of law LARPing, am I right? Anyway, speaking of pathetic cat ladies, we got Taylor defending Hasan. She says they're livid that independent media figures like Hasan travel to Cuba to report directly on what's happening and expose the amount of blatant propaganda in the US media ecosystem. Oh my fucking god. You're talking about propaganda. Hasan admitted he's a propagandist. Your fucking hero admitted it.
Facts.
So I'm a propagandist.
Well, no,
For the record.
I'm not calling
I'm a propagandist.
And you're talking about propaganda. You still think he didn't shock his dog. You still say it's a vibration color when it's 100% proved. You fucking liar. You
Weasley little liar, dude.
This is why independent media journalism that challenges MSM narratives is so crucial. Taylor Lorenz will be reporting the Roblox protests. They want to make the convo about Hasan wearing a $500 t-shirt or whatever because in their perverse worldview, a rich person would never have solidarity with the less fortunate. They think exposing someone as rich is a gotcha because they can't conceive of a rich person caring about others. Taylor, do you have brainworms, you fucking idiot? For the last time, nobody actually cares that Hasan is rich alone by itself. It's the fact that he grifts as a fucking socialist, as a man of the people, while literally flexing in front of poor people all the time. Absolute grifter. And literally no comments about the dichotomy of him having a 5-star hotel while Cubans had a blackout. Nothing. Instead, this fucking tool was concerned about people wearing masks to Cuba in 2026. Like, what do you on about? Anyways, we got Casey Tron doing like this meme here. Hasan Piker is a terrorist sympathizer. True. He's a fake socialist. True. Uses electricity to shock his dog. True. While hospitals in Cuba have no power. True. As a true progressive, I do not support him. That's false, obviously. Venmo at Casey Tron. Casey, you're so funny. You're actually so funny. This is true comedy right here. I mean, can you imagine being this much of a fucking loser? Literally getting sued by Ethan into poverty. And you're the one person who could save you, Hasan. The guy who said publicly that he was going to donate. Didn't donate.
Let me see how that damn thing is. Okay. So I make sure I wasn't tripping.
Gonna donate, didn't donate to you, and then you admitted and said in front of everybody that he didn't even message you, not a single message, not a single donation to actually help you in this situation, and you still ride or die support him. What a fucking loser. Did he buy you more weed or something? I feel like that's the only explanation here.
I also want to make clear that I did not receive any support, financial or otherwise, from Hasan Piker.
Also, congratulations, no incel. You didn't alt for one tweet. Wow. You're gonna get withdrawals, Casey Tron. Now click this video and the legendary series will continue till 2027.
You say you're gonna get withdrawals. That's crazy. He said Casey Tron deserves everything she's going through. I don't disagree. Casey Tron is trash. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. Also, hit the hype button if you're able to.